Welcome back. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Abzan Powerhouse in Ranked Standard. This deck is really strong. I played the Naya version yesterday, which is pretty similar, except for running Halana and Elena on top in the 4-drop slot. But with the addition of black instead of red on top of white and green, you get access to Glissa Sunslayer. And this card is really, really strong. I made a video about it a couple days ago, and I said, probably run 4, run 3, run 4. This card's very good. I'm all in on running 4 of this card because it's just such a pain in the ass to deal with and gets you so far ahead. First strike, death touch is impossible to deal with in combat, and then every time you attack, you draw a card if you want to. You can also destroy enchantments and then remove counters on stuff, and your opponent just can't get through it. And so what we have in addition to Glissa now is Skrelve on 1, which I don't even think you need to attack with ever. I think you put this thing down on 1 and then just make the game a nightmare for your opponent because now they can't use removal spells on anything you have because at instant speed for 0 mana, you can make it hexproof. So now you have an additional way to protect Glissa, which is one of the most powerful 3-drops I think you can play right now. I think this card is very good, especially against any aggro deck. It completely shuts them down. And then we also have Melira, which again, I tried out in the Naya deck yesterday. This adds another element of protection. Even if they can somehow target the Glissa and kill it, you can still get it back. The Benalia, I think, is just extremely strong. Can become indestructible, and the ability to scry you out of your lands and your aggro deck is very good. I wish there was more space for Thalia, but I'm just throwing 1 in here. Because we're running green, you're also running the Adaptive Beastcaller package, which makes your board very big. Hit hard, and again, hard for aggro decks to deal with. And then a lot of great 4-drops. Cathar, again, I think is much better in this shell because you can protect it with Skrelve or get it back with Melira, so it's much less likely to die immediately. Trespassers all around solid card. Adeline's all around solid card. Gix, you might not even need. I think Glissa is basically a better version of Gix. I mean, the dream scenario is you go 1-drop, 2-drop Gix and hit them for both. But in reality, if they were really going to do nothing at all for the first 3 turns, you might just win that game anyway. So I don't know if you need Gix necessarily. Whereas Glissa offers a lot more versatility and really just an absolute powerhouse. 2 Shellys and 2 Wandering Emperors on top. You can fit these to whatever you want. Both are solid in their own ways. Since we're not running a ton of Thalias, I think you can fit more Emperors in there without, worrying about getting taxed to yourself and having to pay 5 mana for this card. But a little bit of extra removal built into the deck, a little bit of first strike if you need it, and Shelter's is good all around. Biggest problem with Abzan is the pain lands. There are a lot of pain lands to make this deck work. The Razor Verge Thicket is very nice. The green-white fast land. But still running a number of brush lands, Llanowar Wastes, and Caves of Koilos to make it work. So you will take some painland damage off the lands and the Sunslayer and the Gix. You have to be a little bit careful about that, and you can maybe tweak the deck. But man, Skrelve into Melira into Sunslayer or any of your powerful 3-drops is just really, really good. So enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play into Glissa. Looks like a keep to me. Grandmaster Matt. Grandmaster on soldiers. They have the 1-drop. It's a recruitment officer. Okay. Sure. Rushland into Benalia. We could drop off a land and block the officer. I think I'm totally fine with that. We don't really need 5 lands. Basic island into Harbin. Have to deal with that eventually. Let's see if they want to offer the trade. They do not. Cathar's good. Maybe we wait till they Cathar us first. Let's give them an attack here. See if they want to take it. Nope, they eat the 2. Okay, get our black mana. And we'll take our Glissa here. And then if they Cathar our Glissa, we can Cathar their Cathar. Which makes it a little bit better. And if not, we have a 3/3 first strike Death Toucher to hold them off for the time being. They still get in with Harbin every turn, though. It's a frontliner, it's not a Cathar. Okay. 2 attackers. Yep, Harbin swings for 3. Fine. My move. I think I definitely want to attack with the Glissa. We are down to 15, though. We have to be a bit careful. Let's just get the Glissa in. We can leave back the Guardian to block. Okay, they eat it. We'll take the draw. Unless they have remove counters. Nope. Okay, down to 14. Ganjo's not perfect, but not awful. I think we do try to Cathar now and take the Harbin. And hopefully they don't Cathar or Cathar, but I think they would have done that last turn. End here. They don't flash in the pair of 1/1, so that's interesting. They have a pretty weird draw. What does that mean their hand is? It's all 4-drops. It's all lands and Morels. Okay, they hit the 4th land. But they have nothing. I think their hand is completely land right now. Very weird. Okay, they get a veteran. No attacks. We flip our own Cathar to the night side. We draw the next Cathar. I think we maybe save that for Morel, actually. But we're pretty happy to swing all here. We could even take the Scry off the Benalia. Okay, I'm up for that. Let's do it like this. Enlist. Okay. Take the Scry. We'll take things other than lands, please, and we'll draw something off the Sunslayer. Melira is interesting. These colors may be even better. Both these things are fine. We can double spell this turn, too. They're not in the business of destroying, so Melira is not even, like, that pressing. Okay, they jumped there, so we won't get the draw this turn. Nope. Jump there. Okay, fine. They give us the draw, which means you can double spell, so we'll take that. Oh man, they're cruising for a bruising here. We'll keep the Aganjo around. We'll play out the Beast Caller. And we're going to save the Brutal Cathar for something we really need to take, so we'll just play the Trespasser here instead. Losing life like nobody's business, though. Take the Frontliner, that's nice. A little bit of life gain. That's all for the turn. Flip, take the Officer. Whew. Yeah, that Glissa, man, just value every single turn. Very hard to beat. Alright. This has got to be the critical turn for them. But again, we can Cathar their Cathar if that's the play. Nope, it's a Veteran for 3 mana, so they only have 2 left. And it's another Officer. We're almost swinging for lethal here. Counter goes on itself. Okay. My turn. Melira's okay. We just Cathar the Veteran here, I think. And swing all, essentially. Take you. Enlist. Attack. 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 Tap you. Enlist. Nobody in the graveyard. Not a land. I mean, Skrelve's fine, but I don't think the game's going to go on that long. Okay. That's fine. We'll protect you. Drop off the land, I think, is fine. Take the draw. It's a playable. Down to 1. I mean, they don't run sweepers, so we can just play this all out. If they do run a sweeper, I give it to them. I guess even so, we can still Melira someone back. So that is an absurd board right there. End here. Abzan beatdown, just hitting you over the head with that Glissa. Whew. Soldiers, damn. Nice. On the play with a decent draw. Let's go. Lands on 1 into the Skrelve. Might keep the Skrelve back to protect the Beast Caller. Oh, it's got some sweet sleeves here. I don't know what that dude is. Oh, it's a fox. I was looking at the tail as the head. Mono blue fox plays mono red. Swift Spear, okay. Cannot block. Ooh, double Beast Caller is quite nice, actually. Play out green land, and Beast Caller comes down. I think we hold back Skrelve to protect it. No attacks. End here. Okay. Second mountain. Epicure comes down. They can still attack with the Swift Sphere and play with fire to the face. Okay, 2 attackers. Let's see how they play it. Nothing. All right, that's what I like to see. Ooh, we get the Glissa draw. Oh, that's just game by itself, right? Right? Should we just play that instead of the Brutal Cathar? Brutal Cathar is also fairly brutal. The next Beast Caller is also very good. They just toast every which way you dice it. I mean, I love a good Glissa. I think we give him the Glissa treatment. Painlands are going to hurt us a little bit this game, so we need to be a little bit careful about that versus mono red. Okay, so they go with the play with fire here. No reason to protect the Beast Caller for life, because they're just targeting Skrelve anyway. Unless we wanted to attack and give it unblockable, but no need. Okay, so now we have a pair of 3/3s against mono red. One of them which has First Strike Death Touch. They need to Lightning Strike the Glissa this turn, otherwise they're in big trouble. Okay, third land drop. Different land art, very spicy. Reckless Impulse, yeah, they don't know what to do. Alright, Flyer's good against us. That at least chips in for damage. Adaptive Beast Caller. Adaptive Cathar. Man, do we even attack with the Glissa? I think we can. Losing life is a little bit precarious, though. We have to attack at some point, though. We can either leave back the Glissa or leave back the Beast card. Let's just get in with the Glissa, take the card draw. Okay. Be a little bit careful. Draw a card, lose a life, down to 13. Okay, we hit the next land drop. That's pretty nice. I think we'd go, yeah, we'll just get the... Yeah, we'll get the adaptive down here. Auto pay down to 12. I know, it's getting scary. Play the Cathar as well. Taking the Chick isn't bad, actually. Just keep them off that free damage. Leave them with the Swift Spear. Okay. Cycle the Blood Token, that's good for us. Again, they have a tough time getting through the board. It's already quite big for them. Mechanized Warfare. Still don't have any good attacks this turn, though. Do nothing. I at least want to get him with the Glissa. I want to draw a card. I think we can chump on the way back. Maybe let's do it like this. Happy to trade off whatever they want. Okay, they chump there and trade there. I mean, that's pretty much game then. There's not, I mean, if they're already losing creatures at this point, you know, it's gonna be tough for them to come back with, unless they just have pure burn to the face for the rest of the game. Okay, what you got, Mono Red? We're down to 11. We've taken definitely some pain land damage, and you have Warfare. Yeah. Dude, the turn 3 Glissa just absolutely shut them down. Woof. On the draw, decent mana. No 1-drop. Mono green. Adaptive, okay. Alright, can start with a slow land here. Fast land on 2, get the Melira down, and then into Glissa most likely. Scrap Gorge, grow the adaptive to a 2, opponent is on the play. Bops us for 2 down to 18. Backup Glissa's nice. Here comes the fast land into the Melira. And 3-3. We could trade with the adaptive if we want to. Okay, it is another creature. It grows the adaptive. Do we want to trade? This ramp is interesting. It's weird that they have this much ramp and the adaptive in here. Like, do we need to start thinking about Nissa top ends? Oh, they might fight here too. They might have the Scrap Gorger mana fight via the Stomper. Okay. Sure. Opponent with a pretty decent start here on the play. Drop to 15. Okay. Play out the Caves. Get the first Glissa online. They no longer have good attacks. We are down to 14 though. Could play out Sheldred next turn. If they have the next fight spell, that'll be tough. Awaken the Woods. Massive ramp. I think they're looking for a big Nissa. Could even be a portal to Phyrexia deck. No attacks, of course. I think it's Sheldred here. Attacking with the Glissa is kind of okay. We could take some counters off the adaptive, honestly, or the Scrap Gorger. That's interesting. Okay, let's try it. Take a chump. Makes sense. Okay. Play out the next land. I think we get Sheldred online. Try to start recouping some of this life loss. Down to 12. Are these kinds of lands, does that turn on the Stomper? 7 or more lands. Oh, it does, actually. I wasn't thinking about that. Ugh, Defiler of Vigor. Okay. Well, we're going to need some answers soon. Glissa at least holds back a decent amount. We get our life gain, which does matter. They don't have a lot of enchantments in this deck, right? Okay. Defiler is a huge issue, though. I think we just double spell and use Glissa as a defender. So play out the Trespasser here. Take a little bit of damage. Down to 13. There's Stick, which is interesting. I don't know. All this stuff. I don't think they can get anything back, but just because, we'll take that. Oh, they want to take blue. Okay. I mean, that's fine. We're not going to gain life off of that anyway, right? It's only for creatures. Here comes the Benalia. So Glissa holds down the fort. So no attacks here. Maybe one turn we can attack with Glissa, play the backup Glissa, but for now I think we're just sitting. Another Defiler of Vigor. Okay. Oh, God. That sound when they all get the counters at once is very painful. But still, we still have a first strike Death Toucher. Okay, my turn. We do gain a little bit of life. We could actually attack with the first Glissa and play the backup Glissa. Is that worth it at all? One thing that's interesting is we can take counters off of things, but I just don't know if that's worth it or not. We could also get the Guardian of New Benalia in there. We might need to scry into some answers here. So then who are we tapping? The Trespasser? I think we're just sitting for now, as sad as that is. I don't know. Here comes the next Trespasser. We attempt to take this. Maybe they do their Scrap Gorger trick again. It's fine. I mean, if they have the Kodama and they give everyone trample, then we just lose. But until then, we still have a 3/3 first striker. And technically we have Shelter. Technically we could win eventually, but we got some bad trades to make at some point once this Defiler, double Defiler pops off. Is it a creature? That's it for the turn, okay. We flip to Nightside. Go up to 16. I think we continue to sit pretty then. But keep playing out blockers. It's not the worst thing. Attacking with the Benalia is kind of interesting to get the Scry, but at this point I don't want to drop off backup Glissa. So we sit here, they drop down to 12 now. Again, if they draw Kodama, they just win. It's another land for them. I think they're only hitting land here. We're getting pretty lucky. Adaptive is okay. It's a creature. We go up to 18. Every bit of life could matter. So if we attack with the Benalia, we could try to scry into an Emperor or a Brutal Cathar. We have to tap 2 creatures to do it, though, and discard something to protect it. I think we just keep playing out stuff. Try to make as many blockers as possible. No attacks. End here. Okay. Opponent drops to 10. Eventually they'll play out a Nissa. Eventually something bad will happen. Augur of Autumn. Okay. So now the clock has gotten significantly quicker. Oh, I hate that sound. Oh. Okay, they get a land. Is it another land on top? Do they give us another turn? We get another freaking turn. Wow. I'm still not aware that we can do a whole lot, though. We could send the first Glissa in there. Try to quicken the clock a little bit. Because our clock's running out for sure. And then just play the backup Glissa. The card on top could be a fight spell. But in that case, you know, we'll probably just lose anyway. Okay. Let's try this. Scry first. None of these help, sadly. Skrelve, I also don't think helps. It could give someone hexproof. Oh, it could make someone unblockable, actually. Okay, okay. Green, yeah, okay. Sure. Do we care about the Benalia versus the Beastcaller? We're not going to get to draw this turn. I guess between the two, we'd rather keep the Indestructible Benalia in general. We already have the back one, though, anyway, though. So maybe we just let this go and play out the next Beastcaller. Okay, first strike, Death Touch, you die. We lose our Benalia here. Fine. We're going to play out the Beastcaller just in case we need to block this turn. Scrap Gorge, remove you. Fine. Weren't going to use that anyway. So we play out the next Glissa just to have another blocker. We have 5 blockers. I think we do. I think they really don't like attacking into this card. Alright. Keep you. Grow the Adaptive. And here we go. They're about to pop off with the Autumn. We'll see how lucky we can get. And if they just swing for the fences, they're down to 8. We're a turn from playing Skrelve and then an extra turn to make something unblockable, but I hate that sound. It's so loud. Okay, land. Another land. Okay. Yup, another Defiler of Vigor. Why not? Do they have the fight spell? They do. They have the fight spell, I think. They go for the attack all button. Okay. Fair enough. Maybe they just have lethal. I don't know. First strike, Death Touch is going there. If we could trade with someone else, it'd probably be the Defiler. We do have to calculate if we can somehow swing for lethal on the Crackback. Probably not through the Vigilance creature, right? Okay. So we pick off a Defiler, I think. Is there any... No, we know what the top deck is. We can't top deck a Brutal Cathar here. Some creatures will go to the graveyard. We could get some damage off the Trespasser as well. Maybe this is all useless anyway. So what happens if we do it like this? That's still lethal for sure. What happens if we do it like this? That's still lethal for sure. What happens if we do it like this? That is 18 damage. We keep the Sheldred. We know what our top deck is, though. And they have 2 blockers back. So that's just game, I think. I don't think there's anything we can do. Okay, I think we've lost then. Fair enough. I don't think there's anything we can do at this point. Oh, we keep the Glissa around. So we can attack with the Glissa. I think we're so toast, right? Where there's no way we're not toast here. Yeah, we're just... I don't think so, right? We keep the adaptive. But they still have 2 blockers back. Nah. We lost. We tried. But triple Defiler Augur of Autumn requires some degree of answers. Down to 6. Put some counters somewhere. Doesn't really matter where we put them. This opponent has a massive board. We have to win this turn and we can't. So that's game. So play out Skrelve. We can't use it the same turn because it doesn't have haste. And so, you know, unless they goof here somehow. Oh, all right, you got me. I was hoping, you know, there was a chance. They stalled for a bit. Maybe Skrelve unblockable could have gotten there, but not quite quick enough. Okay, that's how it is sometimes. On the play with the curve and perfect mana. Let's go here. Skrelve on 1 into Underdog into probably Glissa, unless we think we have an amazing Gix attack for the double draw. Tap land, all right. Do we need to protect the Underdog? Not really. But man, if we swing with more on the Gixter, maybe it's fine. Maybe we don't even attack. Maybe Skrelve is just turn 1, don't attack. Maybe that's all it is. Still figuring this card out, but like, ooh, what are they going to do now? I guess they can target removal at the Skrelve. Loam Speaker, okay. Cathar, I think we just go for... Oh, we don't have the double black for Gix, actually. Alright, so it'll be a Sunslayer turn then. And we can attack with Underdog here for free. Alright. Give them the Glissa treatment, because that's kind of all we got. If they curve out into Sheldred, then we'll Cathar it next turn. Alright, 4 mana available. Let's see what they have. Removal on Go for the Throat. We will attempt to protect it. They might have double removal spell. Pay 2 life. Okay. Protection from black. Nope. It resolves. That's all for the turn. Oh boy. Okay. Wow. We don't have the next black land though, so we can't play out Gix this turn just yet. So we'll just attack. Can they power up this land to block? I guess so. Do we trade off an Underdog with that? Maybe. Trade off a land? Sure. I mean, we'll get the Glissa draw anyway. Let's see if they want to do that. Nope, they eat it all. Okay, we'll take the draw. Okay. When it drops to 11, we'll play out the next land. I don't think it's worth Catharing yet. It's our only removal spell. Let's save it for the Sheldred turn. And keep the Skrelve back, ready to give more hexproof. 5 mana. There's the Sheldred we were waiting for. We have the Cathar for it immediately. My turn. Yep, we take the draw here. Another land. Lose 2 life, no problem. Okay. Here comes Cathar. Take the Sheldred. 2 combats. Enlist with you in the Underdog. Attack with you. Leave back the Skrelve. Unless we have lethal. Which we do not, I don't think. Enlist with you. Okay, take our Scry. We'll take things other than land here. Sure, Benali is fine. It's a playable. Okay. Take our draw now. Down to 12, but we can play another spell this turn. Opponent drops to 3. Land and another indestructible creature. So you have multiple indestructible creatures, and we can give hexproof off the Skrelve. Okay, that gains them some life, but feeling close to game here. Usiju doesn't matter. Real quick lethal check. They go block, block, take 8. So we just swing all here. Pretty sure that's it. Can also make someone unblockable to green with Skrelve, like make one of the Guardians unblockable and power it up. Just like, damn, these cards are good. Skrelve is good. 4 Skrelves is good. 4 Glissa is good. Like, this stuff hurts. On the play with a 2-drop and a 3-drop seems okay here. Start with our slow land, and we can go Cathar or Glissa on 3, depending on what we need. Mono black, Evolve Sleeper, okay. Koilos, sure. Get the waste down, get the Benalia down. Probably don't have a Besieger target unless you want to take out a Bankbuster. Underdog comes down. Okay, let's see if they... Actually, nothing for them. Adaptive is interesting. Probably do that next turn. I think we just give him the Glissa treatment. It does run right into removal. We could give him the first Cathar here for removal target. I think Glissa is good enough to keep around. I think we Cathar this turn with the hope that they remove it. And hopefully if they're out of their one big removal spell, we'll try to drop Glissa and have it stick. The only problem with the strategy is Cathar dies to cut down, which Glissa does not. So if they just have cut down here, it feels a little worse, but if we can run about out of removal... Ooh, it's actually Golgari's. Maybe they just run fight spells. We'll see. Okay, they take this chance to level up the Sleeper. It's now at 2-2. If they do nothing, we flip the Cathar. They attack. No blocks. Okay, spend the entire turn leveling up again. Interesting. It's pretty good for us. My turn. Flip to Nightside. Melira will be good eventually. It's definitely going to be the adaptive first. I think we save the Cathars. So let's get the Glissa down. Crow the adaptive, and nope, never the way I want to do that. Enlist here, take our free Scry via the Brute. Hit for 5, and I don't think we need to land, even though it lets us double spell. Underdog's okay. I think we bottom both of these. Unless we really want to double spell with the Underdog this turn. I think I'm okay without that. If we hit an untap land, we get the double spell. And if we hit anything else, there's a decent chance at a 3-drop or a 4-drop, which is more powerful than the Underdog. Flip back, take the Sleeper because we double spelled. Okay. 4th land, is it Obliterator time? It is. We can still get in with Glissa. We have Melira as well, or we can just Cathar here, of course, which is what we'll do. Okay. Scoop. Yeah. Oh, man, this deck is good. This Glissa is just amazing on 3, and everything else is just already strong, so I'm in for it. I think we'll call it there. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like, dropping a subscribe, dropping a comment. All that helps the channel out a lot. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.